This right here will shut the government down. This one right here is the doomsday device. You're not looking at the how you not looking at the doomsday device. It's the doomsday device.
This
This
is
one right here.
this is how you collapse a government with the voice of the
No
people.
worry, the fact that that literally makes me think of what's going on in China, bro. And that's what? Do you know what's going on in China, bro? Because a lot of people don't.
Tell us.
No, all right, bet. Like what's going on with the what's it called with the Uyghurs? You don't even know what that is, right?
I don't know
No.
nothing. You tell us everything.
All right, so pretty much, I don't know. Let me see who us is. Us is like a couple people, sure, why not? All right, so pretty much it's the people, like the Muslim population in China, but they're like Chinese Muslims, I guess. But they're pretty much literally getting put in concentration camps, like World War II type things. And
Wow.
like no one's like just doing anything about it because I guess it's China, and I guess I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what type of uh governmental party they have over there, but it's clearly not the same as here because they're just tweaking on that side, and it's normal to them. Like that's literally just normal to them.
Wow. That's really something.
Nah,
That,
well, you hear about it in about 10 years, probably once a couple million people get murdered.
New information. I'm actually very familiar with this.
Yeah,
There,
it's not new at all. Like it's been at least a year.
there's quite a few documentaries from Vice, really good ones, and they have a bunch of series about what the prosecution of Muslims. China, first off, for whatever reason, people don't know that China is a dictatorship. And some people are like, oh, communist, that doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that. I mean,
Clean go yard.
clean.
Gazer.
So in China, there's a lot of reports of people just going missing. And there's this one account. This guy actually was released or he escaped. He escaped or was released from the Chinese internment. You
It's
could.
not, bro. It's concentration camps, bro. That's not even internet, bro.
I feel like using constant, like, I don't know if they're like doing mass genocide, but like
Nah, they're not. They're not, because then that's like world level. Like, yeah,
I
you're being flat.
concentration camp, I automatically think of like gulags and Nazi concentration camps.
Nah,
So,
I don't think it's that. That'd be
but
out of pocket.
I do know they're tortured in there. So the guy, the
Jordan said glitch is crazy. I don't know what that means.
tell Jordan to join back in the call.
Because it's lagging, but it's all good because I'm learning from you. Who's Clean Goyard? Do you know who that is?
That is most likely. That's most likely Eamon.
Amen.
I can't because I have a friend named Eamon.
Screen looks like. I'm gonna show you right now.
What's up, bro?
What up? Y'all can hear me?
Screen looks like this.
yeah, I can.
This screen is literally just black.
What's up?
Yeah, so in China, this officer, he wanted to cut off this Muslim's fingers, but he wouldn't punch his fist, right? So then he broke his arm, like you just beat his,
Oh.
and his arm, like in the Vice documentary, like they show his arm, and his arm is broken. People like that, and there's a lot of cities like if you're a reporter or a blogger, a journalist, or even if you're just a guy going there and ask questions, like
They don't let you.
there's police. There's police that
Yeah, they don't let you.
like people don't get the concept that China is a dictatorship, and they're not friends to the West. I mean, and we're the West, so obviously we should.
Actually, you know what? You know what's crazy? I would have to like they may not be friends with the West, but they definitely have some type of respect or fear. Because every time they go to interrogate someone and they see that the passport's American, they go, "You're American," and they go like, "Yeah," and then they just like completely skedaddle, like they dip every time. If they're literally anything other than American, then they press you for hours on end. But all the Americans people, like they get a hard time, but they get off much easier because I feel like they're scared of Americans.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that, but I don't know enough information. I'm just going off what I've seen. I like the documentaries and the footage. Now, I don't like to really read like rumors or blog reports or anything of that. Like, I don't want to see a Fox anchor or a CNN anchor tell me what happened. I want to see the footage. I want key witnesses, and that's what I'll very much consider.
There's a couple videos of like the
There are people out
that happened when I told
that's really what they should be doing.
y'all
I don't
should
know if
get
I
into
could
the
watch
Mexican
that.
cartel. Very messed up things happening over there.
I don't know if I would want to watch anything like that. Just hearing about it, it makes
Yeah,
me
most definitely.
There's a
uncomfortable.
lot of odd things going on in China. Obviously, there's trade wars and things like that, and we want to do a series about that. So we'll definitely go like really deep into that in later episodes. But they even have like North Korean citizens, like if you're like a merchant and you're approved, they send you to China, and you live in this like cliquey community where only North Koreans live and they own businesses. But
Yeah,
what's weird is that Korea is communist. Like, and you're not. They obviously bent the rules to where like now people can own private businesses, but like a large percentage of the income will just go to the North Korean government. So it's really interesting. If you ever seen Animal Farm, the cartoon, or read the book, you'll kind of like see like why that happens. Is it like Animal Farm is one of the greatest books I ever like read, and the cartoon like this cartoon from like the '60s. So they have Animal Farm, great book, definitely check it out. And it's kind of interesting because it's from like way back in the day, it's an Orwellian styled book, but you read it and you look at it and compare it to modern day with these types of civilizations where they go communist. It's like really reflects it. And this book is from way back when. So all those governments, like it's pretty cliche because we're Americans, but like you really gotta look at communism. But you also have to look at capitalism too. And that's another thing we'll definitely be doing a series on. We're gonna compare the two philosophies on how to run a society and all the negative and benefits of it.